enthusiastically play guitar for probably about an average of 3 hours a day. When I was 12, I did my first gig illegally in a pub. When I was 15, I joined the first band I was in. It was a 60s band, my uncle's 60s band, which introduced me to the idea of turning up on time, bringing the right gear, making sure you've got the right leads, and the concept of professionalism being good, not only in terms of in front of people and on stage and playing, but also in terms of how you approach the gig and the people you interact with. When I was 17, I formed the first band that I was a joint founder of. Cheesy Covers Duo, going around pubs and clubs and getting residencies at places. And that introduced me to a load of new stuff by being really good at what we did. We got to play at GMEX in Manchester, we got to play Winter Gardens and Empress Ballrooms, we got to tour all over the country. We got to do radio road shows at Heaton Park, which is where that their Oasis just did their big gig recently. Went to university at 19, and within 6 weeks I met Ed and we'd formed a 10-piece soul band, which, again, by being very good, we got to do loads of really, really fun stuff. We got to play the Winter Gardens again. We got to play our grad ball, we got to play at Leeds University grad ball. We got to tour all over New Wales. We were a function band. But, as far as I can work out, the main reason we got all the work we did was not necessarily because we were the best soul outfit in the country. It was because we made people have the most fun. Well, I will come back to that in a little bit. We moved to Leeds. We got to kind of the end of our university careers and decided that we were going to have to, really give our own music a shout. So we did what probably many bands have done. We'll form a band, we'll move to Leeds, we'll get signed, we'll get a record deal, it'll be great. I'm now 33. We never got the major record deal, but along the way we have got to do some really good stuff. Everything we did, we kind of did ourselves. We were very inclusive with the people we worked with, the fans that we had. People came back to our house after parties in the early days. We wanted them to be involved. We recorded our own demo and sent a thing into Radio 1. Just at the point where they changed how they dealt with receiving demos, that garnered us a lot of attention. It got on Radio 1 Music. We sent a demo into Steve Lamacq, and within a couple of weeks we kind of entered into this competition, and without even trying to even enter the competition, we ended up being in the top 10 of this competition. We ended up winning the competition, which got us playlisted on Radio 1 for 2 weeks in January, and then 2 weeks later in the year, we got to play live on Chris Moyles. We got to do Radio 1. We got to do Radio 2 sessions. We got to play on Radio 6, and we had quite a kind of bit of a kind of courting session with labels. People taking us out to. So taking us out for meals, that sort of thing. Kind of, in my opinion, lost focus during that period. We stopped doing what had been our strength up until that point, which was connecting with fans. We started trying to chase the illustrious ideal, record deal. We had a few offers. Some of them weren't enough money, some of them weren't in control. And some of them possibly we should have taken, but we never felt like the right deal was on the table. So I think you've got to give people a value proposition. You've got to give people a reason to buy what you do, and the reason people buy from us. Generally speaking, you've got to be great at music, but I think the people buy from us because we're a whole lot of fun. What we give is. There's a song we do called Buzzer Goes, and it's got a brass line in it. In the brass line, sometimes we don't have the brass section with us, or even if we do, we give out to everybody in the audience, we give them a kazoo. We teach people the brass line kazoo. we get people to do kazoo solo.
We did this.
Radiohead don't do that.
We did this at, we played at Glastonbury this year, and we did that at Glastonbury. We gave out 1,500 kazoos. And like it's such a simple idea. Everyone in the room is involved. Everyone goes away and talks about it. Everyone keeps for kazoo. For the people who ran the stage, we played the acoustic stage, about 2,000 people or something. They're like, that's brilliant. We've got a video about it on our side. Yeah, go for it. Fill your boots. You know, like it's simple things like that. You know, simple things that make you memorable.
For us, very fortunately, through we've always done this thing about connecting with fans. When we started, the first way we did that was we gigged a lot. Immediately we came off stage, we would go around with a mailing list form, we would get your email address. You know, and I used to say, during the mailing list, look, this is my life. It's important to me. If you love that, please let us tell you when the next gig is. It's free, and we'll let you in. You know, we'll let you into our world. You become part of our community. You become part of our family. We want you with us. And they were the people, you know, it's those people, the people who really got that, the people who bought into that, the people who came back to our house after gigs. They were the people who, incredibly, when we went to them and said, we're going to form a record label, and they get, you know, people gave them life savings. People literally would go, I've got £5,000 in the bank. We know this is probably not going to make any money out of this, but we want to give you guys the opportunity to make the album that we think you can make. Which is an incredible life-affirming experience, absolutely amazing. And if you get to that position, I highly recommend you do it. We did what we always did in the past, which was return to our fans. We went to see all the people who, through the years, have gone, if we ever win the lottery, we'll sort you guys out. You know, we'll look after you guys. We said, well, we realise you haven't. So what we'd like to do is kind of ask you to, we're going to create a record label. You know, you are our friends and family, and you're the people closest to the band. We're going to ask you to invest in our record label. And people put their life savings in. An incredible life-affirming experience. We raised near £100,000 in total, £70,000 in the first share issue from people who just believed in us and wanted to give us the opportunity to go and make our own records. Through that, we were able to make the album of our choice with a producer of our dreams in the studio that we really wanted to work in. And again, through roping help and friends and family in, we got to do great things like make videos, which goes on VH1, goes on MTV. By the time we made the album, we went back to radio. We didn't necessarily get the warm reception that we promised when Radio 1 were helping us out a lot. So we hunkered down. We got to do loads of great stuff again. We got to go and tour in Canada. We got to do a tour in California. We got to play New York, in LA. We went to Germany. We got to play Leeds Festival, Reading Festival. And that was what we did with our first album.